you, this episode was very entertaining. And you know what makes it even better? Huda was not in the middle of anything. Jeremiah was not in the middle of anything. We barely heard the two of them's name mentioned after the night. And I am so happy. Like, I feel like we are finally getting back the entertainment that we so want from this show back, and is not giving toxic anymore. I do hope, like I said, that they both crack on, and you know, it seems like things have ended with them pretty much at this point. So yeah, it feels nice to be back to, like, you know, less tension in the house, you know, good vibes and just entertainment overall. So yeah, I was really excited with this episode. But let's dive into like little details with this episode. And yeah, I would also love to hear you guys' thoughts at the end. So I guess after the whole recoupling, Taylor, Ollandria, and what's her name, Huda, have a conversation, and I really love that Taylor held her a bit accountable, and you know, told her, you know, enough is enough. You know, you have to start moving differently now. Yes, we kept you here and all those type of things, even though it may not be for the reasons that you think it is, but this is an opportunity or a chance for you to redeem yourself and, like, you know, stop acting crazy in this villa, because you are draining all of us, you are draining our connections, you're not letting us, like, you know, you're just putting unnecessary tension. You and Jeremiah are just putting unnecessary tension in the villa, and it's not okay. And I think she kind of heard him, and I think she also promised him that she wouldn't speak to Jeremiah after that. But of course, we know that she fell through with that promise. But I'm glad that she did, because that conversation between her and Jeremiah needed to be had. Although I would say that I feel like she could have had that conversation after him and Iris were done having their own conversation in Soul Ties. But regardless, they did. Her and Jeremiah had a conversation. That's Huda and Jeremiah. When she was waiting to go in there while Iris and Jeremiah were talking, I literally had my heart in my mouth, because I was like, oh my god, I hope she doesn't blow up when she goes in there. I hope she doesn't start anything. Like, she literally just had this conversation with Taylor, saying that okay, she's going to move differently, and now here she goes again doing something completely different. But I'm happy that she did not let me have a heart attack this night. Yes, it was wrong timing for her to have that conversation with him. It was kind of awkward, but it did end well, and I'm happy about that. It seems like they were both on the same page when it came to like closure, and they are both moving on without each other, which is what everyone wants. Chelley and what's his name, Ace, have a conversation, and they both seem to be very happy and comfortable with their decisions. Again, I hope for the best for the two of them. Ace, I have my one good eye on you. I hope you do not walk over Chelley, and I hope that, you know, things with them progress really well. They do seem to like each other, but I'm just worried that Chelley may like Ace more than Ace actually likes Chelley, which is annoying and crazy. But I just want to be positive and hope that he would not move weirdly moving forward with them being in a couple. Ollandria and Taylor also have a conversation, and I think they are also excited to be back in their couple. Again, me personally, I don't really see the sparks between the two of them, but their conversation this night actually kind of surprised me, because Ollandria actually genuinely looked like she was happy to be back in the relationship. So I'm like, okay, maybe there's a chance for the two of them. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what, you know, Taylor does differently this time, like, you know, what he's going to do to like win her over, or like things he's going to do in the couple to like step up and show that he genuinely cares for her and, you know, puts in an effort in their couple. Because since the beginning of this season, I personally feel like Taylor hasn't really done anything, in my opinion, that I would say, oh, he really put himself out there, or he really did something special for her. If not for that thing that I think he did with Ace for her. I think they did something recently, right, where Ace, or was it Nick, helped to set it up for Taylor, but that was because Jalen was in the house. I just don't want him to feel the need to do things only when there is a threat. Like, make this thing a constant activity or a constant thing for you to do, because even Ace be doing stuff from time to time. and it seems like he's ringleader. So your ringleader at least puts in an effort from time to time, even though we would like for him to be consistent. But those are the type of things you should be picking up from Ace. Like, you can't just be comfortable in your, what's it called, your couple, because you don't feel a threat. But then when a threat comes in, that's when you feel like you need to make an effort in the couple. I just feel like that's weird, and I'm still keeping again my good eye on Taylor. But as of right now, I am hoping for the best for Ollandria, and hopefully he proves me wrong. Cierra and Nick, I don't think they really had any conversations at the end of the night. Amaya and Austin are clearly all happy to be in their couple. Austin feels like this is he's happy to not be in a a love triangle anymore, and honestly we are happy for him as well. And I'm also happy that Amaya finally has someone that she Hannah and what's his name, Pepperoni, nothing really much to talk about with them. Again, they were also lovey-dovey per usual. Clearly she has forgotten everything about Charlie, but whatever, she cracked on really quickly. That was expected, but they seem to have a really nice connection as well. And yeah, that's all I have to say for them. So the next morning, everything is chill, blah blah blah, everyone is having conversations, and I really love Cierra this episode about how she held Huda accountable. That is the definition of a friend, being able to have grown conversations and mature conversations with your friend, especially when they are wrong, being able to correct them and also like advise them without obviously talking them down and everything. I just love that moment between Cierra and Huda, and it seems like she's very close to Cierra, and I just love that she has somebody like that to like keep her in check. Hopefully she heard everything that Cierra had to say, so I really liked that conversation with them. It seems like Taylor and Cierra were like the only ones that really this episode held Huda accountable and really like told her to her face, like, you have to actually start acting different or else we ain't gonna save you. And the feeling is obviously mutual with everyone else that saved her last night. So I'm happy that so far so good, Huda has not been in any drama. But eventually, as the day goes by, the ladies receive a text that Megan Thee Stallion will be coming into the villa, and there will be like a games, but they have to like dress up for it, blah blah blah. So they go and get ready, and I think the swimwears that they actually wore for the challenge was actually from Megan Thee Stallion's brand. I can't remember the name, but yeah, that was really nice to see. They eventually meet Megan and they're all excited. Megan even shares like this kind of intimate has this like intimate conversation with them, talking about just advising them overall, on her perspective on things, advices Huda, advices Ollandria, Chelley, everyone. Like, it was such a cute moment, cute girl moment that they had in their beauty room or dress up room or whatever. That was really nice to see. And then when the ladies got ready and everything and they finished their conversations with Megan, they go outside and join the boys and they begin the competition. All I'm going to say is Huda and Ollandria, y'all ate that competition. Nobody else, please. They were the winners, hands down. I don't care. I do not care. Huda, Ollandria, they ate 10 out of 10. Oh my god, their performances were crazy. I literally had my mouth on the floor. They were that good. For me, every other person did pretty okay. Chelley was okay. Amaya was okay. Who else? I think those were the only people that danced in the girls' department. And then for the guys, Ace was obviously the best dancer. He's a professional dancer, go figure, and everything. Austin, for me, was the worst. I'm sorry, when Austin was dancing, it just felt like a stick man literally dancing, like just putting like 5 pieces of matches together and like try to make them dance. Like, it was so uncomfortable to watch. He just looked so stiff, and who am I to even be talking about someone being stiff? I'm like one of the stiffest person you could possibly know, but damn, it was very cringe to watch Austin dance. Austin and Taylor, it was very uncomfortable and very cringe to watch the both of them. They were just cracking me up, literally. But every other person that danced, I think Nick also danced. Nick was okay. He was kind of cringe also, but Ace and Taylor, their cringeness was on a whole nother level. Like, they were just making me laugh. But overall, I do think that Huda and Ollandria were the best dancers of the night. The next stage of the challenge, I think, was to do like those bar things where you have to go under the bar, and like they keep lowering the bars. I can't remember what the game is called, but I think the boys won in that one. And then the last challenge was to build the bombshells, like as a puzzle type of thing. And I think the girls won in that one. So we were introduced to the new bombshells. When I tell you, when the female bombshell walked in, I just knew that the men were gone. I just knew that the men were gone. When I tell you body was tea, hello. I hadn't even seen her face yet, and body was already tea. That's all I needed to see. And the boys were already gone, all of them. Every single one of the guys were gone. The male bombshell too was nice, but I just feel like out of the two, the female was, 10 out of 10. And I don't really like that, because I feel like they've really been dropping the ball with the male bombshells, and they've really been raising the bar with the female bombshells. I feel like it's not really balanced, because the girls that have come in so far as bombshells have been chef's kiss, and the guys have just been like kind of average. So I don't really like that. I would hope that or wish that they would give everyone like a even playing field and everything, and it just feels weird. It just feels like they're intentionally trying to sabotage the girls and like their choices and of bombshells and everything. So we need some more attractive looking men to come into that villa, because so far all the bombshell females have been eating it up, and the men have just been like mid. But that's all I have to say for this episode. I think this is episode 13. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next review, which will be tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.